శ్రీ శ్రీ సరుభ్యో నమః. శ్రీ పూజ్యపాద మహామండలేశ్వర శ్రీకృష్ణ బలరామ స్వామీజీ మహారాజ్ గారి రాకతో మన వివిఐటి ప్రాంగణం మరింత పుణ్యస్థలంగా మారుతుంది అని ఆశిస్తూ మా వివిఐటి కళాశాల తరపున హృదయపూర్వక నమస్సుమాంజలిని అర్పిస్తున్నాం. ప్రతి జీవికి ఊపిరి పీల్చుట అనున్నది ఎంత సహజ ప్రక్రియ అయి ఉన్నదో భగవద్ధ్యానము అంతే అవసరము. అన్ని జీవులలోనూ ఉత్తమమైన మానవ జన్మ లభించిన మనిషి తన దినచర్యను కుదించుకొని కనీసము కొంత సమయమైనను భగవద్భజన జపమునకు కేటాయించవలను. తనను తాను తెలుసుకొనుటలోను మరియు భగవానుని తెలుసుకొనుటలో అనుసంధానకరమైన సత్ప్రమాణికాచార్యుని ఎన్నుకొని భగవద్ధామమును చేరు ఉపాయమును కనుగొలవననగా మూలబీజమైనట్టి ఆధ్యాత్మికాచార్యుని యొక్క ఎంపిక అవసరము అంతే ఉన్నది. అటువంటి విశిష్టాచార్యులైన ఆచార్య త్రిదండి గోస్వామి కృష్ణ బలరామ స్వామీజీ వారి పాదార విందములకు అసంఖ్యాకోటి నమస్సులతో సందేశం ఇవ్వవలసిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం.
రాధే రాధే. నమో ఓం విష్ణుపాదాయ कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते कृष्णबलराम स्वामिन्निति नामिने श्रीलप्रभुपादशिष्येषु केवलं व्रजवासिनं वाडवावंसावतंसं हंसं द्वन्द्वान्तकं नमः. श्रीगुरुचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः. I am very happy to introduce my beloved spiritual master, Sri Krishna Balaram Swamiji Maharaj. You must be knowing materialistic gurus. Guru, he teaches you about this material world. But a spiritual master is very much necessary in our life to guide both spiritually and materialistically to pass our life. What is the meant by passing? Passing not here, there when you go up. Only the spiritual master can do that. And my spiritual master, Krishna Balaram Swamiji, was born and raised in Vrindavan Dham. You must be knowing Vrindavan. In our Sanatana Dharma, mostly, I know Hindus must be knowing Vrindavan. How there may be different religions, doesn't matter, but how the Christians go their temples, how the Muslims go their Makkah and everything. So being a Hindu, we need to go in our lifetime once at least to have darshan of Vrindavan, where Bhagavan had done Rasa Leela and many Leelas over there. And a person born in Vrajabhumi, it's called Vrajadham because it has come from the spiritual up Goloka to here. So it has got so much value, and a person born from there and mostly in a Brahmanic family, both spiritually and disciplinic succession also. My spiritual master is two ways the best I can say, and I think you are so blessed to have his darshan. There is a saying in Sanskrit like sadhunam darshanam punyam sparsanam papanasanam pranamo dukkha samanastam. It is said when you just see a sadhu, you get punyam. To get punyam, we do so many donations, or we just go so many sacred places and do that, this. But just by seeing him itself, you get punyam. It is said in Sanatana Dharmam in Sanskrit. This is written by Vyasa Maharshi, not by a simple single person. And Sparsanam Papanasanam, they are saying, just by touching his lotus feet, all our papas will be going away. You maybe need to go near Ganges, take a dip there to remove your all papam, everything. But this corona time, can you go? Or if you can go also, you may not have time, money, Many will be having so many things, I think, but you need not go that far. Just touching his lotus feet, you get Papa Nasanam, they are saying. And if you can't do those two also, just putting your hands both like this and doing pranamam, you get so much of punyam and papanashanam and pranamo dukkha samanastam, they are saying. All your sorrows will be flood away. Nowadays, I see in these modern days, these children, you're having so much stress. Which one to choose, where to go, what to do, what not to do. Mother says this, father says that, guru says this. You get so many things, and you'll feel for simple reasons also, you'll get so much of sorrows and everything. You think that you're carrying a big load on your head. Is it not? So, just by offering pranamas to a guru, that is spiritual master, you get that all sorrows will be flood away. So I will not take much time. I just want you to listen carefully the message given by our guru and take deep into your heart and please observe it. I mean, you just follow it. When you follow only, you get the results. See, if you just have a book in your hand and you don't read it, do you expect marks to get? Say, do you get marks? No. Like that, just seeing or just listening is not enough. But when you take deep into your heart and you just follow them, you need acharana is very much important. When you do that, you get the results. If you, after acharana also you are lacking, then please you can question us. I really appreciate you being here. I think you got so much saubhagyam to have darshan of Swamiji. Please take the message and please do follow it. Jai Shri Radhe.
Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. I thank our Vidyasagar, Mr. Vidyasagar Garu, and all of you for inviting me here. We all require blessings. It does not matter who. Whatever faith we are born in, whatever gender we are, either we are theistic, monotheistic, or we follow many gods, or we are atheistic, agnostic. It does not matter who. Everyone requires blessings. We work hard, study, everybody studies, but after all, we pray to God, please give me success. Even atheistic who don't believe in God, they pray in their heart. They pray within their mind. If anything wrong happens to them, they say, oh God. They say, oh gosh. Now no, people don't want to say God because they are atheistic. But still they are calling God in the name of gosh. We are here, we have begun this pandemic. We began this school. Our Vidyasagar had come inviting me in this morning, I think. Remember one thing. We synthesize. If we synthesize science and religion, success is sure. Science alone is called artificial intelligence. Studying science is good. We require studying material science. Besides material science, there is a spiritual science. Science does not designate in any religion. Neither it is Hindu, nor a Muslim, nor a Christian, nor American, nor Indian. Science is science. I may be a Hindu student, you may be a Muslim professor. I have to learn from you the science. So science is called artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence works faster than real intelligence. Because it works faster than real intelligence, should we blindly believe in that intelligence? No, we must know that some real intelligence had programmed the artificial intelligence and is running it. So, who is more important? Is the artificial intelligence or real intelligence? That we have to ponder on. Pondering on matter itself is not sufficient. Matter and spirit combined brings a real result, success. Success is the result. So, artificial intelligence, not ignoring real intelligence. If you take a calculator, punch in 100 times some numbers, immediately will give you result. You cannot give so quickly. So you think artificial intelligence is everything. That is modern education. Science is blind, you might know. Professor Einstein said that science is blind because it makes you blind. You become blind to God. Science is blind. But if you use your real intelligence, that is called spirit. Spiritual life is the spirit of science. Einstein said, religion alone can make you fanatic. Science alone can make you blind. So blind man and crippled man both unite can make real success. So, receiving blessings or praying for blessings is very important in life, especially in student life. Student is future of any nation, does not matter who. Student is the owner of a nation in future. Student is a person who can take everyone ahead. That is student. So the burden of student for study requires blessings. Apareyam iti stvanyam prakritim vidhi me param. God means unlimited. Unlimited. God cannot be given a name. God is so great. If you give any name, you are limiting him. So when we call Krishna, Krishna is not a limited name of God. It is unlimited. Krishna means black. If you go to dark room, you cannot even see your hand. The room is not dark. If you go inside the ocean, 20, 30 miles inside, you will see ferocious black water. Water is never black. It is depthless. That's why it seems black. So God is not black or green or yellow. God is unlimited. That's why he is called Krishna in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the language of civilized people. It is called Devanagari, or language of God or demigods who live in heaven. So it is clean language, or you look in the dictionary, you will find Sanskrit Sanskrit is age-old language because it's language of God. In that, God is named as Krishna. We don't say God is a Hindu or a Muslim or a Christian. As much as gold found in India, we don't call it Indian gold. If we find it in America, we don't call it American gold. God is neither Hindu nor Muslim nor Christian. God belongs to everyone. So if he belongs to everyone, why we call him Krishna? Because it's limited to India only, to Hindus. No, it's not limited to any religion. Because the word Krishna, or name Krishna, was given to Krishna 5,000 years ago in writing. That is 5,000 years ago. The name Krishna is existing in the Vedas millions of years ago. So Krishna is not limited. Because it is found in India, we don't call it Indian gold. Similarly, Krishna is named in India as Krishna. We don't call it Indian God or Hindu God. God is creator, maintainer, or annihilator of everything and everyone. So, to become free from problems of life, you inject your way of thinking, in your way of thinking, spiritual life. Just inject little bit. You might consider the difference between living man and a dead man. If you think what is missing in the dead man, you will understand that you have that within you because you are living. So what is that thing? That thing is called spirit. Atma in Sanskrit. Everyone is Atma. Today I think I am a man, or she thinks she's a woman, or he thinks he's a Hindu, or she thinks he's a Christian or a Muslim. We are designating, it is called a bodily conception of life. So Krishna says, Aparayam iti stvanyam prakritim vidhi me param. 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna told Arjuna, "Oh Arjuna, listen, you are a spirit soul, you are not a bunch of matter. Flesh, blood and bones and skin and hairs are also in a dead man." But he is not speaking, responding. You are able to respond because there is a spirit inside you. That spirit don't belong to this world, belongs to that world. Because that world united with this world of flesh and bones makes a good result. You can produce a robot, you can produce an engine, you can produce a satellite, you can produce a microphone or a house or children. You can produce children as long as you are alive. So matter means cannot move. As I had said in the beginning, the matter cannot move without help of spirit. Matter is computer, artificial intelligence. Matter is your calculator, artificial intelligence. Somebody programmed it, somebody is running it. Dead man cannot run the computer. Dead man cannot program the computer. Living man. So that living force is within you. That living force is spirit connected to spiritual world. That world which you cannot see with the material eyes. You can only see through your ears. Ears don't just hear. They are not just meant to hear. They are also meant to see. You see through ears to see later on through your eyes. That is spirit. Spirit, when it is united with Supreme Spirit, Spirit living within you when it is united with Supreme Spirit called God, brings perfect result. You will be peaceful. You will be happy. You will have no tensions. Our devotee had said, you had tension, you can develop tension, natural, everybody can have tension. There is some difficulty, we develop some kind of happiness within us. That happiness goes by the help of Supreme Lord. So, apareyam iti stvanyam prakritim vidhi me param. That spirit within you requires some help. That is spiritual life. Einstein said, without spiritual life, science cannot function right. Spiritual life is required. So we must synthesize every day. When you get up in the morning, take your bath. Whenever you take bath, that is your morning. We take bath 3 o'clock. You take bath whenever you take bath. Right after bath, that is your morning. Doesn't matter if it's 10 o'clock or take afternoon 2 o'clock, no problem. So whenever you take bath in the morning, you fold your hands, have a picture of God. Either you are monotheistic, you believe in one God. God can only be one anyway. But you are a multi-gods. You believe in multi-gods. Still, you must have a picture of one, even if you believe multi-gods. God is God. God don't have beard. God don't have mustache. God don't take birth like you and me. God does not die like you or me. God does not become old. God cannot be perceived with material instruments. No kind of material instruments God can be seen. If the particle of God sitting within the body called spirit or Atma, if that cannot be seen with the materialistic microscopic glass, how can God be seen? So we must unite through prayers. Fold your hand nicely in front of a picture. If you don't have facility to offer an incense, no problem. Think of incense. Sometimes thinking also brings good result. If you don't have facility to offer one flower, think of offering one flower to God and pray. Oh God, oh Krishna, I don't have facilities as devotees have, but I am following process given by a devotee to me. Please make my day go good. Remove obstacles from my path, whatever obstacles I may have. Please. So that prayer, that is enough. Not too much to do. If you want more, you can come to the temple. We will give you more. But this much is enough. Even if you are agnostic, if you don't believe in scriptures written in 5,000 years ago, still you should pray. Because everybody has obstacles. And to remove obstacles, we need divine blessings. I was invited to extend blessings. I brought with me blessings of Lord Krishna. When I came from the temple opened, and I brought those blessings to give it to you. Also, whatever blessings I accumulate during the day of spiritual functions, I extend my blessings that you succeed in your endeavor. You be very happy, jolly, and anything you come in connection with, you have no problems. That is my desire. We have a temple here, very close by. If you have any questions, whenever you have time, you come there. We have many books. You can read some books. Without reading, you will not know what you are doing is correct or not correct. We preach all over the world. I don't preach blind faith. I don't preach one religion. I talk science. If you have any questions, you can ask. Scientific questions. Science alone is not sufficient, I had said. Science must unite with the spiritual science. Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yas Gyatva Mokhyase Ashubhat. O Arjuna, Krishna speaks in the Bhagavad Gita, you must remember 5,000 years ago there were no religions. We were not called Hindus. They were not called Muslims. They were not called Christians. We were all followers of one religion called Sanatan Dharma. At that time, Lord Krishna told Arjuna, you cannot just accumulate bookish knowledge to succeed. You must have realizations from within. So realizations will come when you practice spiritual life. Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam Yas Gyatva Mokhyase Ashubhat. Ashubha means obstacles. Ashubha means problems. Ashubha means inauspiciousness. Ashubha means evil spirits. Nothing will come to you if you practice spiritual life along with the material life. Without body, spirit cannot be seen. Without spirit, body will not move. Both are required. That is called spiritual science. Bhumi rapo nalo vayu kham mano buddhirevacha ahankaram itiyam ma bhinnaha prakritirashtudha. There are 8 things that consist materialism. Material body is consisting of 8 things: earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego. These are 8 elements. This material body is made of these 8 elements, means 5 gross and 5 subtle. Gross body is seen with the material eyes. Subtle body is seen in the dreams. When we fall asleep, we see dreams. That subtle body. Besides these 8 elements, there is another element in the body, that is spirit. Either you are dealing with your material body, physical body. I am this body. I have a mother, I have a father, I have a wife, I have husband, I have children, my house, my car. That is I, me, my mind belongs to this body. There is another body within this body. That can be seen only in the dreams. You cannot see with these physical eyes. There is another eyes besides this material eyes called spiritual vision. That is required to see both the bodies, what they are. So, we urge you, we humbly urge you to practice spiritual life 5 minutes a day. Just 5 minutes. I have not come here to teach you Hindu religion or Muslim religion or Christian religion. I came here to teach you spiritual science, and that is spoken in the Bhagavad Gita. No isms in the Bhagavad Gita. No religions of modern day in the Bhagavad Gita. That is a science deals equally with everyone. Does not differentiate in genders. Does not differentiate in religion. Does not limit to a nation. No boundaries are for this. The Bhagavad Gita. So, Lord Krishna is accepted as God by Arjuna. Lord Krishna accepted Lord Arjuna accepted Lord Krishna as God. He himself said that, I dealt with you sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam. Hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Sakheti, I did not come to teach you old religion. I came to teach you science which never gets old. It never gets old. Just I am telling you an example that 5,000 years ago Arjuna accepted Krishna as God. God can only be one. Better is he or she who's monotheistic, accepts there can only be one God, cannot be two. If there is one prime minister in a nation, is peaceful nation. If there is more than one prime minister in a nation, there will be quarrel, feud, and peacelessness. So similarly, there is only one God in this creation. He takes care of us. Generator, operator, and destroyer, abbreviated as God. Generator G, O operator, D destroyer. So abbreviated by English as God. We should not become primitive. If primitive-minded, narrow-mindedness will lead us not to so big success. There may be short success, lasting peace. Sasantim adhigacchati. Anybody combines material science with the spiritual science will have eternal peace, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. So, you will surely be free from all your tension. You will succeed in every part of your life. You will succeed each time when you have God with you. How do we know we will have God if we pray daily? As you are following a professor to succeed in your exams, similarly in spiritual life there is called spiritual master. We follow his guidelines. So my guidelines to you is to spend 5 minutes a day to God. Just fold your hands in front of a picture after bath and say, you don't know any mantra, oh God. I don't know any mantra. I'm only following a Swami who came here for 10 minutes. I'm following him. You just take my folded hands as your service and give me success. He will do. He will do. So, thank you very much for inviting me. I'm happy that I came to see you and you invited me to come. If you were not here, I'm sure I will not be here. I came for you. Our chairman invited me for you. So you are the source of listening to spiritual life today. Thank you very much. Anybody has any questions, you can ask now, or I am here maybe one more week in Nambur, in Krishna temple. You can come there and ask. No problem. If anybody has any questions, can stand up and ask.
Indeed, it is our good fortune to have a spiritual master visiting us all the way to bless us during these COVID pandemic times. We at Viva and VVIT promise you that we open our heart and follow the direction given by you to make our lives harmonious and successful. Now I request our beloved chairman, Sri Vasireddy Vidyasagar Garu, to felicitate Sri Krishna Balarama Swamiji Maharaj. And I request our beloved principal, Dr. Y. Mallikarjun Reddy Garu, to felicitate our guest.
गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभाशिष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद।